Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nordvik, still from Seagull. I'm here to present the Seagull training system. It's not one specific project, it's more a range of projects, more a way of thinking. First, I will just give you a few words about Seagull and who we are and what we are. The company was founded in Horten, Norway. Head office is there in '96. We are more than 100 employees worldwide, 55 in Norway, and the rest is scattered around the world. Our mission, that is to enhance maritime competence by effective training and assessment solutions and deliver value through quality and excellence in customer service. So we have a really good customer support service. We always follow up our clients and customers and help them to together develop the best possible training solution for them. Locations, yeah, we are, as I said, around the world. Head office in Norway. We have a team in Newcastle, UK. We have a team in Hamburg, Poland, Singapore, Cyprus and Japan. Did I forget Greece? Yes. Piraeus. So some places there are sales people and product advisory, but in Poland, Norway and Singapore we also have support teams. So we are missing one guy in the US. So anybody? Seagull is actually a qualified training center. We have an annual audit from DNV and we are classified as a maritime training center. So we have classroom courses as well as onboard courses and e-learning. And many of our courses, those that require it, have different approvals from different flag states. We have had a substantial growth since the beginning. Today we have approximately 8,000 installations worldwide, and I would say 95% of that is ships. And 5% is training schools and institutes, and also the shipping company's office. So you see, with this substantial amount of installations, I can say that approximately 400,000 seafarers are using our system. If not daily, but weekly or monthly. Just a few reference customers. Okay, over to the Seagull training system. This is a nice picture from a vessel from Troms offshore, taken up at Svalbard. The Seagull training system, I try to display it as a circle of a career development circle, you might call it. And it all starts in the recruitment of seafarers. So when a company is going to find new seafarers, a part of that is the screening process. They check the certificates, they have an interview. But in addition to that, we can deliver 2 products that can help them. One is knowledge assessment. We call the product for SES, Crew Evaluation System, and that is merely a knowledge test based on SGW. And the second one is ability profiling. That is for short APRO, and that is more an ability test to check the candidate's abilities in certain areas. I will not go into details on each of the products, but you have a leaflet in your bag with a summary of them. So okay, if the seafarer the candidate is hired, then he goes into a career plan of the company. So there we have the competence manager that will set all the competence requirements for the candidate. So the candidate knows what he needs to do to go to the next level in his career. Even before he starts sailing, it is available online also. So he goes on board and do onboard training. It's all about building competence, on-the-job training, e-learning on board, onboard courses, and of course when he is at leave he can do classroom courses that is required. So it's all about gaining the competence. And also on board, all this competence that the candidate has acquired needs to be assessed so that the shipping company knows that the person actually have these competences. So that is done also on board in the competence management system, doing assessment. It's like an electronic record book where you sign electronically on each competence. And all these records of all assessments and all training that is done on board is available for the ship owner or the office to view online, updated. So they can follow each seafarer's development closely. So when they are looking for a new chief mate, they can go into the system and see who is ready to be chief mate. And also we have electronic appraisal that we call performance profiling. So altogether, all these parts, when somebody is evaluated for promotion, you check that he has the competences required for the next position, you check the appraisals, and you can do a new knowledge assessment for next rank. And then he goes to the next level in the competence system, out again, and there we go. So this is mainly the thinking about the Seagull training system. So how is this set up on board? Well, we can set our system up on the Onboard Network, so everything is available from several computers. But many of our clients, they choose to have a laptop, so everything is installed there, and if the candidate is doing training, he can actually bring the laptop to his cabin and do it there in peace. But the more people there is on board, the more training is to be done and assessment and everything. So having only one station might be, it might be very busy. So we recommend actually people to install on the ship's network to have several stations. So in the Seagull training system, we have the Seagull training library with today 162 different titles of e-learning. In addition to that, we also make a lot of company-specific titles, and we also have cooperation with other maritime schools. For example, recently we have released 3 tank cleaning modules in cooperation with the Master Navigation School in Denmark. So there is also, maybe I can, if you have some projects and you might want to cooperate with somebody to make this available for a lot of people, then you can give us a call at Seagull and we can see if we can do something together. Yeah, and there is of course the Seagull training administrator that logs all training activities that is done. It can also log other training activities than CBTs. For example, watching a video. Then you can just manually enter that these people attended this video, and also drills and other things can be registered. And all the training activities is reported from the fleet every month or every week, or it can be set up automatically, or it can be done manually, so that all the training records are available for the people ashore. And that is also via the online access. And the crew has also online access to their own training records. And if the company or customer choose to, they can also have the CVT modules available online in addition to onboard. The onboard installation is offline. And of course, all customers are upgraded annually. We send an upgrade disk with new content and revised titles and so on. And one thing in the Seagull training system that we urge our customer to use is the possibility to have training requirements on different ranks. So if you see here is Master, Chief Officer, the different ranks that are, we always customize this to the ranks that the company is using. And the different titles they have on board, and we can say that these modules should be done every second year, every third year, or only once, or mandatory or recommended. So that when a seafarer goes into the system, he can see what training is required for him to do, or her. Yeah, so the flow of the training is, you can do training online, and that is updated to the central database. The central database is for each customer having his own central database that sits with us in Horten. So all the training, and also the communication is both ways. So training data from the vessels are reported to the main database, and details from the main database can be exported back to the vessels. So it's kind of that the training follows the seafarer. So if a seafarer do training on one ship and then he leaves for home and do training online, everything is updated in the main database, but then he signs on a new ship where he hasn't done any training before. Then they can request the main database to send this training on board so that he has an updated record on board. Yeah, that was mainly the Seagull training system, very short, the short version. I would also like to just give you a short introduction to the onboard course concept that we have. For example, the ship security officer course. We have this approved from NMA and other flag states. And this is a concept with a workbook, a procedure and workbook. And today there is 3 different CBTs or e-learning titles in that course. So they do the theory in the CBTs and they study the ISPS code. And they do the workbook according to the procedure. In the workbook there are questions that needs to be answered, exercises that needs to be held, documentation, checklist. And all this is sent to us for review by an instructor, a Seagull instructor. And if it's approved, then we issue a certificate on the course. And that is an approved certificate. Okay, thank you very much. Any questions?